Oh, okay. So just starting off, I just wanted to get a quick overview of what you were here today to talk about. Just real quick summation why you were here in Greenville and what y'all were talking about.
Well, I was invited to come to the Rotary Club, and I was delighted to be there. And to be in this hotel, we're going to have a Southern States Energy Board conference here in September, and that's a part of what's going on in our state. Is we need more energy. We're trying to educate all of our people, trying to keep them safe. We are booming, and we have enormous prospects. This is as prosperous as we've ever been, but we have to keep it going. We have a lot of opportunity. We need to be sure that we take advantage of all of them. So that's what I was here to thank the people in the Rotary Club in Greenville for the great work that they've been doing here in this city as South Carolinians, and to prepare for the future, because this is coming fast and we're going to be right on top of it.
So as well, tomorrow, of course, is the first Republican debate, and former President Trump has said that he's not going to be going to that. What are your thoughts on that after hearing so before?
Well, I understand that there'll be 8 at the debate, I think. It'll be a very interesting debate. I think people will tune in. Of course, South Carolina will have 2 of ours there with Tim Scott and Nikki Haley. I know they're going to do well. And I think that President Trump has an interview that'll be aired sometime. But I think that those tuning in to either of those things or both of them will agree that any of those would take the country to greater and higher heights and do better than the Biden administration. I think the Biden administration has not done a good job, has missed a lot of opportunities and made a lot of mistakes. But of course, I'm for President Trump. I have been, will be, and I think he's the best man for the job. But all of those Republicans, I believe any of the Republicans would do a much better job with an administration than the current administration is doing.
Do you have anything to add as well?
As far as kind of going back to what you're talking about upstairs, what's the best thing that citizens of South Carolina could do to kind of help keep the economy growing?
The main thing that we need to do is have confidence in ourselves and in our future. But and there are a lot of things we need to do for economic growth, a lot of things for the environmental, precious environmental, cultural heritage, and a lot that we need to do in education. But the key without which nothing can happen is education. We have to see that every child in our state gets a good, solid education and is launched into whatever arena they want to go into. The businesses that come here from around the world are infatuated with our people, with their culture, with our people, the way they behave, their dependability, their patriotism. But it's our job to be sure that they're all educated and trained for this great future that is coming our way. We are leading the other states in our progress. We have to keep it up and realize that it is crucial that we educate every single child in South Carolina, educate them well.
And kind of jumping back to the political side, what is your thoughts about Trump and the whole thing with Georgia and him turning himself in on Thursday? What's kind of your thoughts on that?
I've read some of the indictments. I've studied some a little. I haven't read all of this latest one yet. But as a former United States attorney and a former attorney general and a lawyer for 43 years before I became governor, I don't see any substance in any of those indictments. I think they are they're ulterior motives. I don't know what sort of ambitions are fueling those things, but I think it's a bad day for the country to see such indictments, particularly under these circumstances. I see no substance to any of them. I don't think any of them will stand the test in court. It may have to go to the Supreme Court to say that, but I see no substance, and that's based on my experience, both as United States Attorney under President Reagan for 4 years and Attorney General for 8.
I guess just going back to the debate real quick, do you think President Trump should have joined the debate? Or?
Well, that's up to the candidates. I know there are a lot that would like to be there that are not going to be there that I think would be very good. Of course, President Trump decided that there's no need for him to be there, but he has filmed an interview. I know people will be watching that. I'm for President Trump. I've been for him from the beginning, but I'm delighted to see these candidates, these great Republican candidates that are running, and I think any of them would do a better job, much better job than the Biden administration is doing. But I'm supporting Peggy and I supporting President Trump.